have opinions, but it, you know, it helps you. It pulls you together. What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Renee, and I'm back with another video. As y'all can tell by the title, by the thumbnail, what we'll be talking about today. And let's just say, it's not easy. So, before we get into this video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you'll be notified when the next video drops. And also, make sure you share with your mama, your sister, your daddy, your brother, your cousin, whoever you know. So, let's get into this video. So yeah, as y'all can see, a girl got a towel on her head. I washed my hair. I was supposed to do my hair today, but I didn't feel like it. I ended up getting drained. Didn't feel like doing nothing. So I just kept the towel on. And was like, okay, let me just get onto this video. Give it to y'all raw and uncut, my life behind the scenes of what we were talking about. And it's real. It's not for fake. It's hard right here. And y'all, I watch my postpartum got me in the chokehold, y'all. It do. And I'm not sure if it's the medicine that they got me on or what it is, but it's tearing my ass up. This is my hair from when I washed it. And it just overall all of it when I washed it. And this how much came out in my comb. When I got through washing my hair, this was my results off my comb. But we're going to talk more about postpartum as well because it's real. Your girl is on medicine for it too. Yeah. So, as y'all can see, I got a waist trainer on. I know people be like, why you got a waist trainer on? Girl, what is you trying to lose? What is you doing? We're going to talk about that too. We're just going to give it raw, uncut. We're going to talk about a little bit of everything. And most of it we're going to talk about is what people don't talk about because everybody think pregnancy be easy and the bump be cute or, you know, the journey that you go through besides the sickness. We won't talk about that. But it's cute because you're your belly. You know, things changes and the love you get. Some people go away. But we're going to talk about that as well. So your girl do it on the waist trainer. But we're going to talk about that. So we're going to start with a mental health question. A little mental health vibe check. You know, what's my mental? Because what is we doing without a mental? But I would say right now my mental is like a 6.5, 7. Only because today was a little rocky for me after washing my hair, seeing my results, seeing what the medicine doing to me, which it do have me feeling better. My mood swings be better. I feel better overall as a person when I do take it. And another thing is it had me super, super calm. And I'm not sure because it be scaring me. And I'm not sure because I haven't been calm in so long, all the years, or whatever the case may be. But I would say my mental like a 6.5, 7. And let's say it's not easy, y'all. And it hurts so bad because it's like you miss your old self, who you used to be, what you used to do. You don't like the things that you used to like no more. You don't enjoy doing nothing no more. You don't like going away. You want to be in the house. You just want to be tied up, basically. So I would say like a 6.5, 7. I'm going to start with pregnancy. What leads up to all the things we're talking about. My first pregnancy was unexpected, very, very unexpected. It happened so quick. And it was very, very rocky for me because it wasn't working the way that I wanted it to work at some point. And I thought it was what it was from looking, you know, at other people and stuff like that. So when I got a chance to experience it for myself, which was so unexpected, it took a toll on me and it took a complete 360 for me. So it was a little rocky, you know. I didn't have a person like right away right then because I was emotional in my feelings running people off, couldn't deal with anybody, nobody could deal with me. Emotion was everywhere. My body was changing for the first time because it was my first experience of being pregnant. So it was more so of just losing everybody and turning on people. I only had my mom, my sister, and my family was always there to support me. So I feel like I just didn't know what to do for because I was young. I was 19 when I got pregnant, and it's not easy because you think about like I did finish school. I was still living with my mom, but I was finished school. I was grown. I didn't have no baby at a young age or nothing like that, but I did. I was disappointed a little bit, and I also felt like I let my mom, my dad, and my sister down because they always thought so highly of me. Like I, wasn't doing anything. I was so innocent, and I was sweet. I was outside, but I was just having fun, and having fun turned to a little too much fun. So I feel like I just disappointed a lot of people, and also I feel like I disappointed myself because once I ran people off, especially my baby dad, and I felt like I wanted the two parent little thing or whatever, but after I was running people off, it just wasn't working out for me. So I felt like I had messed up so much, and I wasn't doing the things that I was supposed to do to get what I wanted. So running out people was a thing, and the sickness had me like in a chokehold for real. Like I couldn't stay woke. I couldn't eat. My appetite wasn't there. I was losing weight. Once I started losing weight, because I was already so small, I was like, I'm gonna vanish soon. But at that point, I was just like, okay, I gotta get up and I gotta make some shake. Like I gotta do something about this. So I started just doing stuff. Because at one point, I was just really just in the house under my mama, wasn't going nowhere. Wasn't talking to my baby daddy, wasn't doing nothing. So I felt like I was just, you know, by myself. I felt alone, but I wasn't alone. The first pregnancy, which the birth, it was terrible. Oh my god, that experience was so terrible because I mean, I didn't know what to expect because I was new to it. So the pain was so unbearable, so unbearable. And I'm in there, you know. I did. I can't remember how many hours I was in labor. I really can't remember. Um, it was me and my mom. I can't remember, but I do know it was the most painful thing that I had ever experienced in my life. Literally. So as time go by, I got out the hospital, went home. I was doing good. I didn't get postpartum. I didn't get nothing. Like my body bounced back. Like before I left the hospital, like soon as I had my babies, y'all, my stomach go right back down. Like I'd never been pregnant. And it's crazy because I'm sitting making these videos and I'm trying to tell y'all what to do. But I really didn't have to do anything to snap back. Literally like nothing. I know I did a few little minor things that I'm gonna tell y'all about to don't do that I know for a fact could have y'all, not as small as you wanna be. Your stomach don't go down right away or whatever, and the doctor not telling y'all this, so we're gonna talk about that too. Like I was saying, the pregnancy was very, very painful. I didn't have no complications during the pregnancy. I never got put in the hospital. I never had to go rush or nothing. Like I didn't have to do anything in my first pregnancy. It was very, very smooth. I just was sick as hell. Couldn't keep nothing down. Literally, couldn't even swallow my own spit. Couldn't keep no water down. I couldn't do nothing. So I was sleeping my life away. I literally only got up to take a bath, brush my teeth, throw up. The toilet with my best friend. Literally. And that's crazy. My daddy didn't find out that I was having a baby until 2 days before my baby shower. Yeah, I don't know. Don't ask me how. But he didn't know until like 2 days before my baby shower. I asked him, did he want a baby shower shirt? Yeah. I was so scared. And I was so nervous. And when I asked him, yeah, he could have cussed me from A to Z. But I was his baby too, so he wouldn't. He was just where he always was like, as long as we finish school and stuff like that. But he was mad a little bit. He was real, real mad. He didn't even come to the baby shower. That's how mad he was. But goes on to I ended up moving, with my boyfriend, and we moved to another city, which is Huntsville, and we started our own new thing after we was, got back together because we was broken up. We got back together, and we decided to just start over, do a lot of things new. So when I moved here, I had an apartment first before I got a house. Um, we was there, and we was there for like 4 years, maybe. I'd say 4 years. So I'd say like maybe almost a year into being in that apartment, I ended up getting pregnant again, which was on purpose because we felt like my baby was growing up, my first baby. She was growing up, and because she was already one, but she was boring. I did have my niece with me, but she had to go because she had to start school as well once summer, was over. So we felt like she needed somebody to play with. Why? I don't know, but the house was quiet. It was boring. And I wanted more than one baby. I didn't think I'd have three, but I did want another baby. So once we had another baby, things started, it was a little rocky still, my emotions again. And I always wanted to be bossy. Like I always wanted people to do what I said do. I always wanted things to go my way. So, you gotta look at it like other people's grown too, other people got feelings as well. But I always thought I could say what I want. That's life, and that's what happens when you feel emotions. That's a lot of things people don't talk about, and people feel like, and that's another thing goes back to when I was running people off. I felt like if you didn't understand me or where I was coming from, you didn't deserve to be around me anyway. And that's just what comes with it. It wasn't that I was doing nothing on purpose to anybody, but like I said, I was being bossy, which is my natural trait. But I have outgrew it like completely because I had to come to realization that it don't work like that. So goes into me, you know, that birth. I had complications the entire time. From stress, crying. I was away from my mama because my mama stayed like 4 hours away from me, and she had stuff to do for his kids going to school there, and I just always want to be in her presence. And I felt like she was being mean to me, and she wasn't even being mean to me. She said one thing, it makes me mad, or I don't want to talk for days. I don't call. I block them. Like just doing crazy stuff. So I I just felt like I needed to take a step back and realize like I'm grown, but I'm not that grown. Like, girl, you need somebody. Stop trying to act like you got it all together. And I feel like that's another thing that kind of drove me into postpartum during that pregnancy after I had my baby because I felt like I knew it all. And then I'm like, okay, I'm grown. One person made me mad. I do myself. Then I got this thing about myself where I don't like to ask people to do something, do stuff, so I take it in my own hands and I'll go ahead and do it, or end up putting more on myself than I could bear. And it's like, girl. So when I'm starting to do it, I get the feeling overwhelmed. I get the feeling like I don't got no help. I get the feeling like I'm alone. I get the feeling like I'm by myself. And that's where postpartum kind of came in and drew the line and was like, okay, I'm more overwhelmed than now. I'm more lonely now. I'm more sad now. I started crying for no reason. I started not wanting to do my hair no more, not get my nails done, not get my toes done. Didn't want to be around nobody. Didn't want to be around my boyfriend, but I wanted him to still be my boyfriend. And I never got upset with the kids. Never. So that's one thing I would say, and I'm grateful for. Like, I never had emotions towards them. I never wanted to harm them. I never had no ill will with my kids, ever. And anybody around me can vouch for that. So, like, I'm really, 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 really a great mom. And I'm so thankful for that didn't interfere with my postpartum. Because if it did, I feel so guilty today. And I'm glad that it didn't get in the way of what I had going on. So, I felt like I was overwhelmed basically. So after feeling overwhelmed for so long, I just was like, okay, maybe I need to go home for a little bit. Maybe I need to go around my mom. So I used to go home and stay for months, like a long, long time. My boyfriend used to be at home. He used to he worked a lot, so I used to be down there, just down there, down there, down there. Don't know when to come home. Don't know how to come home because I felt like I just needed somebody around me at this point. Because when I'm around people now, I notice I'm more happy. Um, Cause around my mom and them, they barely like in the house type people. They always out. They always on the go. They going out to get food. They riding. We always doing something. So I felt like I needed to be around that. So I got myself together, came back home, go again, stay a long time, come back home. It was just like a back and forth thing. So I didn't realize that I needed medicine at that point because I didn't get on medicine until, excuse me, this pregnancy that I recently had. And I was just thinking like I people was telling me like, okay, maybe you should try this, maybe you should try that, go do this, go do that, or maybe you need to go to therapy and stuff. So I'm like, I'm not crazy. I'm not fucking crazy. Like I thought people were trying to make me out to be a crazy person, or people turning me into a monster and all those things. So I just feel like I'm not crazy. I don't need to do all of that. Nothing is wrong with me. When the whole time something really was wrong with me, and I was so in denial about it. So I ended up just taking a step back, being around people that made me happy. My boyfriend was making me super happy, spoiling me, just surprising me, just started doing a lot more. So I kind of overcame that, and I started getting out the house a little bit. Then I got my first job too at Amazon, so my mind was kind of a little free from escaping what was going on in my real world. So I ended up, coming back around to myself. I started getting my nails and stuff done and all of that. Because my boyfriend used to offer me money and stuff, and I would never I'm good. I'm okay. I don't feel like going. I don't want to go. I'm like, I was just over myself. And it's hard when a person know you can do and know what you can be, and you put yourself down below, and it just like, he wasn't fucking with it. So he was just pushing me, pushing me, pushing me. Do this, do that. And I didn't have to work. He didn't even want me to work. But I was like, maybe I just need a job. Maybe I need to get away. Maybe I need to want to come back home. And when I get back home, I can see something different. Like, I'm looking at walls all day. And that shit is so stressful. So I just wanted to get out and try to look something new. And that didn't last long. But after I got my first job, it did put it in me to just want to keep working, which I don't pay bills or nothing, but my money be my money. And he give me money still and all that, but I just felt like I just needed to escape a little bit before I run myself crazy. So, after thinking I really was going crazy, I just decided to do what people told me to do, which was try the things, the methods they was telling me to do, and little stuff like that. So I started to find myself again. I found some I met a new friend here, and then I had friends at work, and then once I stopped working, I was still friends with those people outside of the job. So, things went like that. So I was starting to come back around a little bit. I was getting better. So as time went by, everything just started falling again, and that's when I knew I had postpartum for sure. But again, I didn't do nothing about it. I didn't go to the doctor. I didn't tell them that I thought I had it or I needed to get treated for it or nothing. I just went on with life because I'm feeling like life is life and life is real. This shit is not a joke. So I'm just like, maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just full of, emotions still and just going through something. I'm not crazy or nothing. I don't need no medicine. So I just felt like, okay, let's just go with life. Let's pray a little more. Let's do it. So prayer was working. And my mama was also praying for me because it was so bad to where they they knew me. They learned me over time. Like, okay, they knew the tone in my voice. They knew my response, even if it wasn't an attitude in it. Okay, I ain't gonna say that to her right now. Oh, mom, like my sister, like, mom, she got that spell. Mom, she on one of them little spells again. Or she'll say something to me and I respond and she'll be like, oh, mom, she got that little spell. You can go say it or you can ask it or whatever. Like, she wasn't scared of me. It was nothing like that. So don't get it wrong because it was not on that type of time. It was just more so of they knew. And my sister also went through a little brief stage of postpartum. And I seen how it did her because we was pregnant at the same time. Literally, when she was pushing, I was a month with my first baby. And I noticed how postpartum did her, and it did her so bad. But it didn't last long. So, and to this day, she's the best person ever, the best person I ever been around, love to be around. And one thing about it, if you know me about my sister, then you already know I don't play. Literally, I can fucking cry right now. I'm sorry, y'all. I had to cut my camera off for a minute because when it comes to my sister, just don't let it come to my fucking sister. And when I explain my love for my sister, I start crying all the time because that's how much I love her. Like, that is my whole heart. That's all I got left. Like, besides my brother, that's all I got left. Like, don't fuck with that. Please don't. And when I lost my brother, my love and my it just showing it and everything got a little bit stronger. But everybody who know me, my sister always been like this. Like, even with my brother. And we don't need nobody to get nothing misunderstood. Me, my sister, and my brother had the best bond ever. And that wasn't a bond that my mama made us have. That was something that was natural. That's just who we was. So after I seen her go through postpartum, I knew my actions was leading to that. And I'm like, yeah, this how my sister used to act. Oh, this is what my sister used to do. So I felt like I was wrong for putting them in positions where they had to study me and learn me and do certain things around me, say certain things around me, or protect what they say, depending on how I'm gonna say it or react to it. And I was like, there's not no way to be. So I just started kind of, staying away, dissing myself. I used to be at home much more. Then I'm like, okay, because when I go down there, one little thing could piss me off. I jump in my car, come home. I don't care, rain, snow, sleet, hail, whatever time it was. I'm getting in my car and I'm going home. So I was like, okay, I'm tired of acting like this. Let me find something else to do. So I just started going out more. I started going out to eat. I started going to get drinks. I started doing stuff that I love to do again. So I moved um, to a house. And when I moved, it was more so like good spirit. Like, I was still working. I was, I had my own thing going on. And I had a peace of mind at this point. I was happy for a new start, a new house, little stuff like that. So as time went by, things got rocky again. And that comes from the postpartum still, because postpartum lasts up until your kids turn 5. And mind you, none of my kids had reached 5 yet. I was literally back to back, like, with the pregnancies. So I never got myself time to heal anyway. So I was just repeatedly doing things. And the more I experience, it throws me back 2 or 3 steps when I start feeling like I'm moving forward. So at this point, I'm like, yeah, it's crazy. So I started drinking more. I started being back in the house, a complete homebody, doing nothing. So, and I just started, losing a lot of people. Lost my cousin, Aisha. I miss my girl so much. We lost her, and after that, I started drinking a little bit harder on purpose. Like, that's the only thing I felt like could keep me, out my head. Or when I start missing people, I just, I run to liquor. So nothing was going my way. I felt like my life was kind of upside down, like I was a living hell. And it wasn't nothing I was doing. I haven't did nothing to nobody. It wasn't karma. It wasn't nothing. It was like, it was really a test because I did, like, I had started praying more. And I feel like the devil was just really trying to attack me because of what I believed in. And I'm knowing God is real. I'm knowing if I just follow him and, go a little closer to him and reach for him, my life would change. So I was depending on him for my postpartum for sure. I was really depending on him, so I took another route, and I feel like the devil just wanted that piece of me. So once I started fighting back and just like, you can't have me, it went to another level of test. Like, it started getting a little bit hard. So I'm at this point, I don't know what to do. So I just felt out of place. So then after that, I lost my brother. So once I lost my brother, I just really gave it up. Like, I didn't care about nothing no more. I really just, okay, life is life. Life gonna do what it's gonna do. I really just turned to liquor then. Literally, I could run through a bottle of liquor in a day. And that was really, really sad. So losing somebody like that was like, I mean, closer than close. The closest it's gonna get. I felt like I had never experienced it. Like I have a cousin who lost her brother, and we could only relate to each other. But I feel like a lot of people didn't understand me, and didn't feel where I was coming from. So I'm a person who I like to vent, I like to talk, but I just feel like I need some liquor. I just I just need to do something. Like, I need to cope. This only thing helping me. And when I get sad, I get the crying. Give me some liquor. Like I just want some liquor. So once I noticed I was harming myself with that, like I still drink. Don't get me wrong, and everybody who know me know I drink a lot, but not because I'm coping now. It's just something that I do. So um, after I lost my brother, things went for a turn of complete hell again. And at this point, I didn't have no hope no more. I'm just like, okay, all I got left is my sister, my mom, my kids, my nieces, what's depending on me and who I'm depending on. So at this point, I'm realizing now I do got something to lose. Like, life ain't gonna stop because I lost somebody, or people not gonna treat me no better because I lost nobody, or, I just had to come closer to my sister and my mom and them, what was close to me and him. So once I realized all I had left, I started to, cherish them a little more, and then go different about the things that I was going on, had going on within myself. Because I'm like, I can't hurt myself. I can't, I still got people that I got to live for as well. So, ended up, I came up pregnant a few months after. So, at this point, and mind you, we skipped a little few pieces of, I had already had 3 miscarriages after my second baby. So my body was just going through it. Like I was going through so many changes, and like that goes to a part of me losing a lot of people, and losing kids is people feel like, oh, you didn't meet the baby, this and that, but that's something that I created. That's what was inside of me, and you start to grow love for those kids after so long. So all my kids, the 3 that didn't make it, wish they would have, could have, and I feel like that's why God gave me my rainbow baby, which is Kaylee Winter. Love her to death, and her sisters. But I needed her. I really, really did, especially after I lost my brother, and after losing so many babies as well. So when I got her, I felt a little complete. So during the pregnancy, now this pregnancy was really, really, really bad. I ended up getting pregnant. I wasn't sick the first month. So eventually I just started getting sick out of nowhere. I was spitting in a cup all day. I was literally a mess. I couldn't eat. My appetite was gone again. I was getting little again. I wouldn't do nothing. I was laying in the bed. On the way, I felt better if I was asleep. So then I went through this breakup in the middle, like the beginning stage. Went through the breakup, moved back home, and was realizing a lot when it came to my relationship, friends, just everything, everybody. I just was coming to realization like some people gotta go, and it's just what it is. So I got myself together. So I came back home. Me and my boyfriend got back together. I came back home, and things was so much better. And ever since then, it was no issues. So I know y'all be saying she loves type on her boyfriend. But he was a big help. He always been a big help in my life. Like, besides my mom, my daddy, the spoiledness, the buying, the everything, anything I won't get, he plays a part in it. So I have to give him his credit. I have to. But things changed and life got better. So this pregnancy, I did have a few problems as well again, which could have came from all the miscarriages. So, because after that, it just, things just started going on. So, I had a lot of complications. So, I was in and out the hospital all the time. My baby kept trying to come super early. I ended up having my baby at 35 weeks. And that is super early, y'all. Y'all know that's early. Like, the earliest they'll take you is 38. And y'all have a baby at 35 weeks. And I was having so many problems to where when I was 33 weeks, they went on to put me in the hospital because I was going in labor I was full blown labor, not false labor or nothing, no breast heats, no nothing. I was full blown labor, ready to push at 4 months, and they kept stopping it. And she just kept trying to come, kept trying to come. So I was high risk the whole time. So I started putting more stress on her when I was, I was more stressed out because I'm like, okay, I done lost 3 babies. I hope I'm not gonna lose this baby either. And this is the furthest I done made it out of all my pregnancies that the babies that I lost. So I'm like, okay, I just, I'm hoping that I can really do this one. I'm gonna do my big one this time, and I'm gonna show the devil that I'm gonna do my big one this time. So they kept stopping it. I went to labor at 4 months. I went to labor at 6 months, 7 months, and it took me at 35 weeks. So I was on medicines. I had to get steroid shots in my belly every 12 hours. I was in the hospital for like a week at a time. Then they was giving me pills to take, like little stuff to make my baby bones stronger, her spine. Um, what else? They was giving me stuff for her lungs, all the little stuff for her heart, like stuff like that in case she had a came on. So at 35 weeks, my baby just wasn't playing. So my water broke at 35 weeks. Like my baby was not playing. And after that, my last doctor appointment before I turned 35 weeks, though, before my water broke, they was already telling me that my baby was healthier than the average 35 weeks baby. Like, my baby was measuring for 40 weeks. My baby was healthy for a baby that was 40 weeks. Like, my baby wasn't premature. She wasn't, her weight was good. She was big, everything, no lungs failing, no breathing problems, no nothing. Like, the baby was so healthy to where you would have thought I went 40 weeks. So when she came, I was so grateful. I just felt so blessed because, and I proved the devil wrong. You're not gonna have her. You can't have me. So after that, I just took it as this me. This my sign. This is my chance to get closer to God. So I went that way. Once I went that way, it was just life got better for me. So once I came home with my baby, and I came home and I realized I was super, super, super sad. Like, I was so sad to where I would sit in the shower or sit in the sun, just let the water run on me, just staring in space. People be talking to me, I'm just looking. I snap out of it. And I'm like, at this point, something not right with me. And I'm knowing I feel what I felt last time, but it's a little worse now. So I'm like, okay, I was more aggravated. I'm talking about the sadness was unexplainable. Like, I'm talking about the sad, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just don't see a way out. And it's like, God, if you bring me out this time, I won't go back. One of them. So I'm just like, okay, at this point, I gotta speak up. I gotta do something about it. So I went to the doctor and I told them what I was experiencing. And yes, I do want to try some medicine. I want to try it. I don't mind trying it. And they put me on some Zoloft, I think that's the name of it. Don't try at me, y'all, if I said it wrong, but that's the medicine they put me on. So after they put me on the medicine, I started to feel better. Not gonna lie, I felt better. I feel 10 times better. I'm still on it. My baby is 3 months, should be 4 months on the third, and I feel so much better. I be so calm, and that's what I was telling y'all in the beginning of my video. I haven't been calm in years, so for something to calm me down, it scares me sometimes. But I be so calm. I be too calm. But I let it, I let it do what it gonna do. I let the medicine kick in. I let it work. I sleep better. I do a lot of things better. My attitude is better. My mood swings is better. I deal with people better. Like, just emotionally better. My mental is off a little bit still, but I feel like I'm overcoming that as well. I don't have postpartum to where it's taking me down, got me suicidal or anything like that. It's nothing like that. So I feel like I'm not gonna harm myself at all. I don't have thoughts of harming nobody in my home, nobody around me. So after that, I just feel like I'm grateful for that much because most people who go through postpartum and all things, you hear about people hurting their kids, doing this, doing that, just going straight, going crazy, and I'm not one of those. So I'm grateful for that. So, and another thing is the medicine that they put me on is the reason that my hair is coming out like this. And y'all, that is sad. Like, that's a lot of hair. But you can see how it's going, hair falling out endlessly. And it hurts so bad because, I've never had these problems before with my hair coming out. And all of that, I'm crazy about my hair. And to see it coming out like that, I'm not sure I need to come off the medicine, tell him how he's doing me or whatever the case may be. Maybe those are just the side effects to it. Maybe I'm still stressed out and don't think that I am. But those was the updates of what's going on with me, how my pregnancies went. Now we're going to get into what people don't talk about, which is afterbirth, which postpartum was part of that. And we didn't pretty much covered the postpartum of things, which is just finding yourself again, get out, get up even if you don't want to, make yourself get up. We cannot lay down, like girls, ladies, women, we cannot lay down. It ain't no time to lay down. We're not finna hurt ourselves. We more than that. We better than that. So we're gonna get up and we're gonna push another day. And we're gonna push another day. We can push 2 days, we're gonna push 3 days. We can push 3 days, we're gonna push 5. So we're gonna keep going. And we're gonna do it together. I need y'all, y'all need me. Hey, let's do it together. It's a journey and it's not a easy journey. It gets hard. It's not easy. So me being a victim to the postpartum, I would definitely say get up. Don't let it do it. Don't let it hurt you. Please don't. You better than that, and you cannot let the devil have you. It's no way we're gonna do that. So let's get into afterbirth of getting your body back. Yes, I have a waist front on. I told y'all in the beginning. Don't ask me why. I just feel like I'm trying to get rid of some more things that I can work on. Which, everybody want their body how they want their body. I'm not insecure at all. I don't have no insecurities with myself. But I do know a few things that I need to work on to make my body look back how exactly it was. And I'm finna tell y'all some tips on what to do and what not to do after you push those babies out. So, when you first have your baby, make sure when they done getting your placenta out, make sure they do their job on pushing on you, mashing on you. You're gonna be a little sore, but hey, get it out. But yeah, and we're gonna get into some more things, but before we get into that, let's talk about the epidural as well. And because it plays a big part here. Epidurals is our painkiller. If you can push a baby out without an epidural, you deserve motherhood. You earned it, and I will forever respect you for that. That's something that I can't do, won't do, didn't do. It was painful for me. But epidurals is also bad because to this day, your back hurts forever. When it rains, your back hurt. Anything you do, bend down, bend over, pick something up, sweeping, mopping, cleaning, any little thing triggers it. So, to this day, I'm not sure if I had too much, but I can still press where I got my epidural at. And it immediately gets numb again. And I have to be very, very careful because sometimes I can stand up too quick and that little spot will go numb and my legs will go out. And I really, 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 really hate that. It messes with nerves in your body because, that's where it goes, the medicine goes. And it messed with a lot of my nerves. To where a lot of things going on, my legs, my fingers, my arms get a little heavy. It's like I'm laying in the hospital bed all over again. Be careful when getting those. If you can give it a try, give it a try. Don't just let it be your go-to because people don't tell you about that. It can still harm you any day, whenever, however, no matter what you're doing, where you at. To this day, I still goes numb and I can still press my spot and go complete numb. So that's the bad thing about it. And another thing, when I was telling y'all about the placenta, make sure they do their job. But the job, they can't get your body back. Your body depends on you. So you're gonna, get your shower every chance you get. Get your hand and massage yourself, push downward, like going down. And once you push and going down, it's gonna hurt your muscles and so everything going back to normal. Everything was swollen, out of place. A whole baby inside you. You can push stuff out. All of this. So you gotta deal with the pain, baby. No pain, no gain. You heard it from Betty Right. So you gotta work yourself. Also, I wish I could find the panties that my mama bought me, y'all, that gave me that real deal, pull me back. And those was the best panties. She bought me those panties every pregnancy. And I wish I could find them and show them to y'all, but I probably can, but I probably not. Don't just be expecting it. But I might can find a pair online. And if I can, I will post it probably right here. But besides that, the panties is it's more so of like a two-in-one. It's panties as well, but it's like a girdle too. But it's not like a regular girdle. It got those stretchy things on the inside of them that it's like elastic and stuff in it, and it pulls you really really tight, which is really 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 uncomfortable. But those the best panties ever. My mama bought them for me every time. I wash them every day, and I also put them on top of my original panties. So I was putting them on, and they was pulling me tight, and I see a difference every day. Like I didn't like soon I pushed my babies out, I put those panties on, and I was super flat. I was flatter than before I had babies, literally. And everybody was asking me what I do, how I do. I really don't have nothing that I do specific to get my body back because I always bounce back, which is I did have the panties, but I didn't have nothing that I had a routine to where I'm doing this to get snatched back. I was already bounced back on my own because I'm so little, so I just never had those problems. But another thing, when we have these babies, the first thing we want is something to drink because we haven't ate anything, haven't drunk anything. There's about ice chips before labor. They're gonna bring you them cold ass sodas. No, ladies, no. I messed up my first pregnancy when I did that. You drink something cold immediately after birth, it's gonna swell your insides up, your tissues and all of that. Nothing is gonna go down right away. And it's when it takes time to go away, that's when things kind of sit on you. So don't drink nothing cold. Drink everything room temperature for like a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks. Not saying never drink anything cold again, but I wouldn't recommend doing it immediately after birth because you're thirsty. But I will say you can drink a soda, but try to do more room temperature things. Don't go digging into the biggest meal you could think of because you couldn't eat it when you was pregnant. Be careful with what you eat the first 2 weeks maybe, because those things sit on you like I said. But the main thing is cold things. Literally, I wouldn't tell you no lie. And my mama had to teach me that as well. The doctor's not gonna tell you that. I mean, they don't care about your body. They make their money off you, and that's what it is. So don't drink nothing cold and eat better. Don't dig into a big meal because you can eat now. And another thing, keep them panties on. Keep you a bra on. I ended up getting mommy titties because I just didn't care about the titties part because that don't matter. You can find some bras to sit your titties up. But make sure you sleep in a bra again. Don't just be free willy because you used to that and it's more comfortable. Put a bra on, ladies. Because it's possible to go back. Don't squeeze your boobs. Do not. If you ain't gonna breastfeed, don't mess with it. Don't get in the shower, let hot water just drain them. Run down. They're gonna start leaking. But you might want to put your lettuce, or something, a cabbage. I would say a cabbage, not the lettuce, cabbage. Put it inside your bra, and it's gonna drain your milk. It hurts. Your boob's gonna get super hard, like a brick. So put your cabbage in. It will catch the milk and it will drain them. And 9 times out of 10, to keep them sitting up a little bit. Like I said, I just didn't care about my boobs, but put a cabbage in them. And don't let the shower just run. Yeah, that's it with the boobs. While I got on the waist trainer, yeah, I know how to control my body because I know how to help myself. I know the right panties to wear. I don't wear panties that give me two bellies. I don't want nothing that cut across my navel. None of that. Wear good panties. Wear good pants, tights, shirts. If you know something don't look right on you and it's not fitting you, don't go put it on because you looking at what somebody else got on, how it look on them. You gotta wear what fits you and what fits your body. I can't go put on something that I see a thick girl in because it look good when I know I'm not thick, I'm little. That's one thing too. So just gotta be careful with what you put on, what you wear, how you wear, and the things you buy. You might have to change up your clothes a little bit. Material of your clothes. Some cotton may not fit how cotton used to fit, the stretchy, the non stretchy. Probably have to go over your, you know, taste a little bit again. So another thing is, we about covered everything, but another thing, when you're pregnant, don't scratch your belly. That's gonna give you stretch marks. If your belly start itching, just rub it or do something. You can moisturize it a little bit, but I recommend not using anything because honestly, you don't get stretch marks until you start using things. People don't tell you that. People are using cocoa butter, this and that. Soon you start using these things, I mean, I wouldn't say everybody. Some people. Once you start using stuff, that's when your stretch marks start showing up. That's when they start to get dark. Won't go away. Now you gotta find something to make those go away along with keeping the itchy away. So you just really gotta be careful what you use and try not to use a lot of oily products. Those things sit inside you and y'all don't want them black stretch marks. I ended up getting them, but they started coming on my butt, like my thighs and stuff. And I had to get that going right away, which was using some serum oil, which is some brightening oil. It was for brightening. And it started to brighten them up, which I still have scratch marks, but they're super bright. They're like tiger stripes. And y'all know the niggas love tiger stripes. So I ain't mad about them. But I use some oil. And if I can find a picture of that, I'll probably post it right here as well. Just start using a lot of products, y'all. It's not worth it. But that might sum up today's video. Just to give y'all a little insight on my pregnancy journeys, my experiences, my complications, my depression journey, which I'm still on. And we're going to get through it. One day, it's going to be over. What they say, at the end of the day, that day still got to end. It's going to end. And I'm depending on God as well still because I know he still got me. He's not going to leave me. So I'm honestly trusting that he's going to bring me out again, which I'm not bad off because I know people who's going through worse don't see a way out, ready to do it to themselves. So I'm grateful for where I am. And I just feel like if we would stick together and, not gatekeep, tell each other what we did, what we do, go get some help. I didn't want the help because I didn't want to feel crazy. I didn't want nobody telling me that I was crazy or made me feel like I was crazy. So go get some help if you feel like you need some help. It's not going to kill you. Just because it took my hair out and stuff like that doesn't mean it's going to do the same thing. So you just give it a try if you feel like you need it or your postpartum getting worse than what it is. Not just necessarily postpartum because depression is depression. Depression comes in all forms, shapes, and sizes. So people could be dealing with something that's on the back end. That's just my experience, which is postpartum. If you need medicine, go get you some help. I have anxiety real bad as well. So that's another thing that the medicine helped with. I had a crowd of people now. I can't really just be out like around a lot of people. I get paranoid as hell. So just to say that if you feel like you need help, go get you some help. Ladies, don't drink at the cold after them babies. Get you the perfect pair of panties. Change your style up a little bit if you have to. Get you a waist trainer like me. And let me show y'all what it looks like. Give your body, the curves. It helps you in the bed. Y'all left my opinions. But it helps you. It pulls you together. So, you will put one on, even though you feel like you got nothing to lose. Always get you one. Ain't nothing wrong with a little bit extra snatch. But that's it for today's video. But before I let y'all go, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you be notified when next video drop. And y'all, we almost at 200 subscribers. Okay, y'all see girl towel trying to fall. The devil be hate, y'all. He's my biggest hater at this point. But like I was saying, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, the bell notification. We at almost 200 subscribers. I think like before I started my video, I think it was like 2 subscribers away from 200. So y'all, let's hit that. And when we hit that, let's hit 400 subs. Let's get your girl there. So I'm gonna let y'all go. I did miss y'all. I know y'all was missing me. Postpartum be having me. Now y'all know why I be gone most of the time. For a good little bit of time. But that's it for today's video. Love y'all. Bye.